Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 20, Episode 3 of Time of Legends Joan of Arc. We are playing the 100 Years' War Battle of Patay from June 18th, 1429. We've got the French player and the English player on the board. French players pushing up into the English. We also have hidden English bowmen throughout the countryside, forces of English bowmen, forces of John Talbot. We've gotten a bowman destroyed, so that's one experience point for our our French, and we have one mounted knights destroyed, another win for the French. So let's go ahead and jump into round number 3. Before we do, a quick shout out to this channel's sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. If you go out to our links down in the description, you can check out the books that we produce, how we fund the channel. If you like what we're doing here, obviously liking, subscribing helps. You can join our Patreon. But if you really like the works of H.P. Lovecraft, go check out the Cat 2 Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence Omnibus. This collects 6 volumes of August Moldenhauer and Giuseppe Balsamo's tour through the pantheon of Lovecraftian horror. Inside of this, you're going to find what really amounts to a Lovecraftian grimoire filled with all kinds of cosmic horror and interesting components for you to explore. We've also got our classic for fans of the Dune Saga. Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune Saga looks into the influences of Frank Herbert and why Dune is so loved by people, especially those original Frank Herbert Dune books. So go check those out. Helps us support the channel. You can also check us out on our Patreon. For $1, you can become a Pontos Fathomer, and you can stay abreast of our gameplay for A Song of Ice and Fire. We're doing the Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon campaign. Got miniature painting for Tainted Grail for Joan of Arc. We'll be doing the Siege Castle this year. We're also doing Song of Ice and Fire, and we've got the new series out called Tabletop Miniature Makeover, where we go through our tabletop miniatures. Like, say, for example, let's just check out this Gentry Knight here. These are pretty simple how I've got them, a little bit of basing there, a little bit of color. But this might be a candidate for a little bit of touch-up. Maybe get some of the leather work on the saddles called out. Maybe some distinguishing marks on the horse. So we kind of go through the minis like this, and I'll do some improvement to my... I learned to paint just over the past couple years in the during the lockdown from the pandemic, and just continuing this journey here together. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. You can get notified. Let's jump into round number 3. So our activations are going to go to the English again. We'll grab our activations. We get 4 this time. 4 for the French, 4 for the English. We'll start out with our English. Again, I want to try to see if we can route out some more of these bowmen. So I'm going to put 1, 2 activations here. I'm also going to get a charge in place. I didn't get my War Council cards. So War Council cards, we can take a charge and an activate as well. And we'll give these guys a reactivate for theirs. I'm going to take this charge, put it here, and bring these troops down. So we can bring these all down here. And we've got to check these out. Nothing. We can activate this as well. Nothing. Let's just go for it. Another bowman. So let's grab this bowman to be activated as well. We can clear these out. But we still have 2 bowmen activated, so not bad. They are in range, so let's kind of start with the bowmen. We will look at our bowmen versus mounted knights. Bowmen versus mounted knights. You can see, bowmen, when they attack, a shield becomes a wounded. So let's go ahead and get 2 dice. Mounted knight gets single black. We're going to do this attack twice. shield is blocked. Let's try one more time. Let's do a reroll. I know we don't have a lot of rerolls here, but let's go and play the reroll. Nothing. Okay, so the Mounted Knight survives the attacks from the bowman. Let's go ahead and play our other characters. So we've got the English Mounted Thomas de Scales back from his attack. Let's have him attack the and we've also got John Talbot. Let's have them attacking the Mounted Knights. So that's red and black versus black. Red and black versus black is blocked. Next up is red versus black, blocked as well. Let's have our pikemen. Pikemen white versus the halberdiers are also white. White, white, red, and white. Blocked. One more halberdiers against Mounted Knights. We'll put this with a black. Block, and Mounted Knights are okay. They're safe. So that is going to do it for our English players. Let's grab our activations for our French players. One thing I'm going to do is place a charge here. I will just use another charge here, and these are going to move 1, 2, and these are going to move 1, 2 to here. So these are charging up into this region, pushing in to attack those carts. Meanwhile, let's grab one more activation for the French, moving these up to here. And we'll throw one more activation for these here so that they can combat. So let's go ahead through these. These guys will not be attacking, but we will have these pikemen against the, these halberdiers against the pikemen. Pikemen get a yellow versus a white. Blanks become a wounded. Wounded and a shield, okay. One more round of that. Okay, and one more round of that. And we get one of the English pikemen sent off to the infirmary. Next up, we have our Mounted Knights. Let's have our Mounted Knights focus on Thomas Scales. Mounted Knights get 2 reds versus his 1 black. Wound, and Thomas de Scales is sent to the infirmary, and that is going to do it. These charges have completed. They're not close enough to engage there, so we'll clear out these activations. We will take a look at our camp phase. First up, let's look at the Gentry Mounted Knights. They're going to move down into this waiting area, and also these Mounted Knights are also rallied. They were in the waiting area from last turn, so let's have them move here. Next up is the pikemen. Pikemen are killed. So pikemen move out to being killed. Pikemen killed gives the French no special bonus for pikemen being killed. And then finally but penultimately, the bowmen, they go into the waiting area. And then Thomas de Scales, he's already come back from the infirmary once. This guy's a real warrior, but he stays wounded one more round. So that's just about going to do it for the round. We have got some initial victory points right now. Victory player says the French player, all English bowmen and 1 English character are destroyed. So maybe these guys' strategy should be to go through and try to knock out these bowmen while the rest of them go and attack this. We'll split our French forces in 2. We'll see how that works in the next round. I'm going to advance the round marker to round number 4, and we will see you in turn 4. You can click through to here. Talk to you in the next round. Bye-bye.